Hello everybody and welcome back to the Great Northern Farms map by Simulation Nation. Welcome in everybody to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 22, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Welcome back to episode number 2. Everybody, we are going to continue right where we left off. Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing awesome, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Now, I did take a few minutes off camera just to move our equipment over. Remember, we decided to put our sleep trigger here. Welcome to Fury. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Thank you for joining me for this next hour. Hope you guys got a sandwich. Hope you guys got a drink, and I hope you guys got your humor on and your learning caps on. So where we left off is we left right off over here on field number no man. We are in, let me show you where we're at in the map. We're way up here in the corner on this field right here that has no number right here. We're going to mow this. You can see where we left off, and then we're going to mow for field 32 and then go from there. We're going to go. We also have about $14,000 extra because I decided to sell the baby baler, and we are going to go with a older round baler. So that's what we're going to work on. So, but for this episode, we're going to go right where we left off. I turned the sound effects up. I turned the lighting on, the realistic lighting. So let's go. We are now going to strictly play in cab and super ultra realistic, as we talked about. I turned manual transmission on, so I will be using my steering wheel and shifter. So that's going to be exciting. I don't like the weird part that I have in my hair. I took my hat off. I normally have a hat on. That's a weird, it looks like I've got some sort of weird fade. But that's okay. So we are over here in the corner. We're going to start our engine and let her idle up a little bit. Which reminds me, let me turn the vehicle volume up just a little bit. There it is. Let's turn it to like, see if that makes a difference. There we go. So now we've got to shift our gears. So as you can see, we're going to go backwards just a little bit here and get ourselves lined back up. There we go. Shift back up into 1. Get us to go right around the corner. We kind of stopped at a weird spot last time. That's all right. We'll go right around the corner. Going to lower the lawnmower here. Turn around. Let the RPMs come up a little bit. Okay, let's get her going. Yep. Make sure I'm in the right gear here. Nope. I'll go right here. And let's go. Make sure we're mowing, and we are. Stay away from the edge just a little bit. So how you guys doing? I hope everything's going well on your day. I hope everything is going swimmingly, as they say. All right, let's go right here and go into headland number 2. But as you can see, now we can put it in the right gear. We are in gear 1 low so that we can actually mow this at the right speeds and the realistic speeds, as they say. There we go. Let's just get a nice cut around that corner there. I'm also still getting used to using the steering wheel, which is kind of cool. It's been a while. I have this expensive steering wheel, as you guys all know. I play Truck Sim, all those games. But it's nice to be able to not have to reach for the controller. We will be using the controller when we get in and out to walk around or to use the front loader and things like that. But we will not be using it to drive and use the tractors. We will be using the steering wheel. So we're going to get that set up. Raise the mower. Get ourselves back up. Isn't it kind of funny that we're staring at the mower, but right on the windshield there, or window, is the gear shifting? All right, let's shift back up into first gear. Lower it down. And let's go. Let it go. Let's go. There we go. Now we're mowing at some realistic speeds. So many of you guys have said that you've really enjoyed this series and that you've really enjoyed the way that I'm doing things. I also put up a poll. I'm tentatively thinking about bringing out a series with this one, but it'll all depend on the interaction that I get from you guys. All right, so we're gonna go one more headland, then we're gonna cut this little baby field in half so that we can start not going all the way around, because we're actually mowing a little bit earlier in the morning than what we normally would. Normally you would wait a little bit longer, but as you can see up in the left or right hand corner up at the top of the screen, it is to 63 degrees already by 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's time. We can get out here and mow. This grass has been dry, has not rained. All right, so let's raise this mower up, and we're gonna go backwards until about halfway here, and we'll start cutting this in a little bit shorter. It's a really small field, but the one thing I like about the manual gear shift is the extra gears mod, it's called, is the fact that I can control my speeds a lot better. There we go. I don't like how it disengages the motor. There. But it sounds cool. There we go. Like it a lot. Now on our mower at home, I have the exact same mower at home. We have the windows open, and we have a string. Well, actually they got it in here. They actually got it. See the little string down there? Our string comes through the window. You got to open up the window, pull the string, and it raises and lowers the mower. It's pretty cool, to be honest with you. And then hopefully sometime today on this episode, we can get down and buy our new baler. Have it, we'll probably purchase it, and then we'll head down and buy it. Now, because I am making windrows with this mower, I am having to raise the lawnmower, but normally I don't. If it's just putting it wide spreading, you don't have to raise the mower, because it's just going to keep it spread. But because we are making windrows, we have to, otherwise it'll spray all of them all over the place. So that's why I'm doing it. But I've really missed this play style, for real. I have missed it. And it's something that I've gotten away from. We got into the crazy challenges and the crazy time lapses and the crazy stuff like that. So, whoops. Up a little bit. Now I put this on easy shift, so I am using the paddles on my shifter on my steering wheel, but when I shift, actually first thing getting in a tractor, I am using my gear shift. But when I figured that I have to raise and back up a lot quickly, I put the shifter keys onto the steering wheel so that I can just kind of shift a little bit. But there's not many people out there that are using steering wheels. I mean, there's a lot. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people using the steering wheels, but not many people during the games. There's a lot more people using controllers and a lot more people using game pads, as I call it. I even have the oh gosh, what's it called? The dashboard, sim dashboard. So, but remember The rules are, and many of you guys are tuning in for the first time, so the rules on this series are nothing over 100 horsepower and nothing over 4.5 meters. That's it. And the only reason that we have to go 4.5, I was going to make it 3. The smallest header out there is 4.5 as far as the Ford harvester. Whoops. The Ford, oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Watch the gear shifter. That's awesome. But that's why we made that rule, but nothing over 100. So this 7810 here is a Ford, New Holland Ford Series 3. It is 94 horsepower. Our Series 4000 is 52 horsepower. Great for using on the tedder, great for using on the windrower, things like that. And our 5000 is 52 horsepower. I mean, 62 horsepower. Hang on one second. I'll let you guys know real quick. Let's go to... where's my... Whoops. Let's go here. Okay, so small tractors. All right, so this one's 94 to 7810. The 5000 is 69, and the 4000 is 52. So these two are going to be used more for like windrowing, tedding, things like that. And this one will be used for mowing and plowing and things like that. So because it's our biggest tractor we have. It's the Series Ford Series 10 Force 3 mod. You can get that off the in-game mod hub. It's pretty dope actually. All right, so let's finish this row here. And get her mowed up, picked up. Here we can leave the mower on and then head this way. And then we can start this little half over here. So we're about, let's see, 12 minutes. I got to remember that because we're playing in cab, I got to pay attention more. There we go. There. Because this Series 3, the Force 3 here, tends to roll a little bit, which is super realistic. Even if I don't switch gears on the tractor and I just push the clutch in, it will keep rolling. Trust me, it does that, see? So now we're going to finish this up and we're going to head down to field 32 and start mowing there. Then on probably the next episode, if not this episode, we're going to ted this one and turn it into hay, and then we're going to turn the other one into silage bales so that we can possibly start doing TMR. But because it's still summer, we can actually turn them both into hay if we need to. Going right up here. And for those of you that ask, which there are some of you that are, they always ask me, they're like, Fury, how do I know where to line my tires and stuff up at? And it's real simple. Basically, you're going to take your tire on a 3 meter or less equipment. This one's for 3 to 3.5. I have this in real life, this actual Pottinger mower. You're going to mow, you're going to put your tire right on the edge of the uncut grass. And for those of you who are real life farmers, close your ears because you already know how to do this. But for those of you who are asking, you're going to put your driver's side tire there right on the edge, and you should line up perfectly. But remember, in real life, you have a lot more visible. You can see a lot better. You know what I mean? So that you can, when you look over here, you can actually see where the mower is and see where it hit it. But because Farm Sim is only a game, we have to keep it only a game. I keep doing that. Yeah, I don't like how that disengages the motor, but I guess it makes sense. And then, but many of you have asked me, how do I know what speeds? How do I know what do it? Where to put my tire and all that stuff? Because let's face it, in cab, there is a you're very limited on what you can see and what you can't. So if you do this right, we should be able to hit this. I did see PA Plowboy's video. He was actually plowing, getting ready for it. So great video. Great video to Empty Pockets, great video, or great live stream to Big A. Great live stream Ham, Van Ham Gaming, all those guys, great job. I watch them all. I don't necessarily watch them all in order, but I do watch them. I do pop into your streams every once in a while, pay attention. So I'm not always around as much as I used to be because we're busy. But I am there in spirit, and I am there every once in a while. I'll go into Ham's stream and I'll tell a joke and things like that. So there, we are done mowing this field. So we're going to raise this. We're going to shut the mower off, and then we're going to fold her up. And now is when I use my controller. I pop over, I pop out, and we can go right over here and open the gate. I don't know. I kind of like myself without the hat, but I don't like this weird thingy here. All right. Should have put that neutral, but all right. So let's get out here. We'll shut the gate back into the field. I like to. The other thing I'm really digging and enjoying more than anything is the ability to, with the pedals, is to control my speed a lot more, because when you're using there we go, put the emergency brake on, there we go. When you're using just a controller, you mash the gas. And it should shut up there, but I guess it shuts back here. That's kind of cool. But there's our first field mode, not very big. And then we will head down to field 32. And where we are going on the map is down here. Let's get up here. We are heading from up here, this little field, down this road and across from our house. We're going to mow field 32 or start it today. Because generally speaking, what you want to do with your equipment is when you're mowing, you want to mow every field you possibly can. Then you want to put your equipment away. Then you want to grab your, if you're making hay, Ted, and then Ted all your fields, that sort of thing. Now, we do have this massive thing here to mow and this massive thing here to mow. But we're not going to do that first, because that's going to be the stuff we do around the yard. Right now, we're going to get these two fields mowed, and then we're going to go like that. So I also decided on the third person because it gives you a chance to see what's actually going on. You know what I mean? All right, so it's because we're going to the next field, we can shift up to 2 high and go just a little bit faster down this road. Not too fast. We don't want to go crazy fast, but 8 miles an hour is pretty good when you see how twisted these are, these roads. But I really enjoy this play style. I always have. That's what I made this channel for, is I made it to teach, and I made it to enjoy, just relax and sit back and enjoy farming. I got myself into a quandary with those challenges. Next thing you know, I'm on huge maps doing huge series. But I did put it out in the community page that if you guys want to see, I put it up there. One more. There we go. I put No Man's Land, the Flattening Project, because I thought about it, and I thought, well, we haven't done any No Man's Land. Wrong side. Boo-boo. I put it up there so we can try to maybe continue flattening the map, because where I left off on, I was about a quarter away done, and I'd like to see if I can complete it. But remember, too, that now that I've switched back to realistic, even when we're flattening a map, which isn't realistic anyways, but even if we're terraforming a map and we're flattening it, when we do the farming, we're still doing it realistically. So that'll never change. I will use bigger equipment sometimes. I don't always want to use small equipment, but it will be realistic. So that, you have my word. And the other one is my backcountry that I just got done doing 40 episodes on. They came out with a 16x version of it, and it's a completely different map. So I may do that. I put that out there for you guys, and right now it's 4-4 votes, and we'll see. All right, let's get us back into one low, get us inside the gate, get everything all set up, shut the gate, and let's go straight in here so we can turn this bad boy. See how you can with the gas pedals, you can feather it so nice. Now we do have crop destruction on, so we are going to make a little bit of destruction of the crops, but I just like the fact of being able to jump out and grab my controller and then walk around. So I still have the best of both worlds. There we go. Now we're going to turn this. We're going to pull our little string, lower the mower. That's funny how they put the little string on there, because that's seriously how we do it. It goes right through the window. You have to pop the windows up on the Ford. Where is it? Is it that? You have to turn it and lower it? But I thought they lowered from the bottom. I don't know. Anyways, let's get this up. Get your RPMs up. And we'll mow at one low again, just like we just did. A little bit more. There she goes, full RPMs, and let's go. Let's go. We'll just make a nice even pass around this whole thing. We'll do it same as we just did our last field, except for now we have to start paying attention to trees. One thing I do also like about the inside camera is you don't get bothered too much like by trees and stuff. You can actually see where you're going. And this one, I think, this field, but we are going to harvest the wheat. We're going to get that going, but I think we'll get these two fields done first. And then in October, I think when we get ready to go, we will harvest, because it'll be about the time wheat would be ready anyways. And then what we'll do is we'll get that harvested, we'll get that planted through the winter. But remember, we have the rain pane mod in here, which means that we can't do too much when the ground gets frozen. As long as the temperature is above 32, we'll be okay. We won't worry too much about it, but once it gets below 32, then we're going to have to do things like move bales. We're going to have to do things like that until it starts to warm up. Buy our equipment, head down to the shop, things like that. So we may change of plans. I think I'm going to mow this, and I'm going to mow our two meadows by the house. Get those mowed up while it's still pretty much end of summer. Get that all situated around, get it all tedded up while it's still warm enough, and then we'll get it all baled up, and then we can start buying our equipment that we need from the store and stuff. I didn't even look behind me, that entire thing. Alright, so let's get this and then get her over here a little bit, and then down she goes, and away we go for headland number 2. So yeah, let's get all the land mowed first, get it all tedded up, and we won't worry about getting TMR until next season. We'll just crank the heat up in the barn so that they can have some hay and that sort of thing. If we have to, maybe the local farmer has some TMR to use that we can purchase off of him, go from there. But like I said, I've always enjoyed these smaller maps. And what I want you guys to understand more than anything is when you come to farming, and we just talked about this in Big A stream actually. So I want you guys to get this, understand how it works. Farming is not a really super glamorous job as far as you're not going to make a bunch of money quick. It's a job you do because you love to do it. It's a job you do because you love animals and you love to feed them and you love to do the things you do. But nothing is fast. So if we have to do 4, 5, 6 episodes of mowing and harvesting, that's called real life. And that's what we're going to do. So... all right, so I've already mentioned it once. Now we're going to bring up the trivia. Let me get this mode here. And we'll do our trivia for the day. Get this up. Get myself mowed. Okay. So even though there's no hit markers on the hedges, it's still nice to be able to try to stay away from them. All right, so... I've already said it once in this video, and I want to see if you guys are paying attention. You ready? You ready? Trivia, trivia, trivia. Trivia, trivia, trivia. Ready, ready, ready? Okay, so what did Fury call the two outside around the fields called? What is the 2 or 3 or 4 passes that you make around the outside of the field called? I've already mentioned it once in the video, and I want to see if you guys are paying attention. So, let's go. First person that gets to answer this question, I will give them a shout out in the next video. So make sure that you get your thinking caps on. I will always try to do trivia on what I'm talking about or what I'm working on or brand of tractor that we're doing for that episode so that it is relevant to what we are talking about, and that will give you guys an opportunity to answer that question without any delay, or know that it's 6 episodes ago. It will always be on the episode we're working on. So one last time, what is the outside passes that we are doing right now called on a field? Ready and go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And your final answer. And like I said, first person to answer it correctly will get a shout out in the next video. So good luck, and I hope you guys were paying attention. This field is small enough so we can continue to do our outside passes here. So we will just continue to do around and around and around, and it's not very big. We don't need to cut the field. It's not that big. I think it's only 1.32 acres, so it's very tiny, very, very tiny. But it gives you a good chance. I mean, we've been going for almost 30 minutes now just mowing, which is kind of really cool. The one thing I'm gonna have to purchase is I do have fuel on the farm down at the main farm. But we got to purchase a pressure washer because I'm very firm on keeping our tractors clean. In real life, we wash them every single time we're done using them. So let's get this up and back her up. Get her going back around. Yeah, see, we're already 3 already, and the field's almost done, which is cool. But I've just enjoyed. I've missed it. I'm not gonna lie. I've brutally missed it. The teaching aspect of it, like I said earlier, it's why I started my channel. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you've given me over the last 4 years. I really appreciate it. But I'm back, and I know that my guys like Russell and yes, Russ, you inspired me because I watched your video the other day, and I thought, wow, I've gotten so far away from that. So actually, you know what? Now, since we're 3, let's go around and start getting ourselves around the other side of the fields. He just kind of got me looking. He's got a. If you guys get a chance, check out Russell Whitlock's videos. He's got a couple of videos out now, and they're super realistic, and they're super with small equipment, and just gave me motivation to come back and start doing what we needed to do and get back to the fun that we've had. I miss this because to me this is what is farming all about. And Farm Sim resembles farming to a point, but it doesn't explain it fully, and it doesn't show you guys fully how it works. And that's what I come in. That's where I come in. That's where the realistic guys come in. Many of my friends and parts of the channel over here are real life farmers. So let's see. Let's go this right here. Cut her in right here. Let's see if we can make that round. And it's fun. And that's what I have. That's why I enjoy doing. But we're gonna go a little bit wider here so I can get in the get that last little tuft in there. There we go. Man, if I missed using the steering wheel for Farm Sim. It adds just a level of realism that most of the time just using a controller, you just, I've gotten so far away from it, guys. And For all of my OGs that were here in the beginning, I apologize for that. It seems like I've revamped my channel 600 times over, and realistically I have. But I'm back now, and we're done. We're done playing the games. We're done playing the chase game. I'm hoping you guys join me every single time, every video. I do know that it's getting summertime. People are going to have stuff going on. People are going to have stuff that they're doing. But I will always have at least minimum of 2 episodes per week that come out. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to challenge you guys. You guys want more videos? Then tell your mothers, tell your grandmothers, tell your sisters, tell your cousins. And the more people that watch, the more videos I'll put out. I've talked a little bit about that last episode, and I'm going to reiterate a little bit more on it. As a content creator, we always want to put out stuff that people want to watch and people want to see. And I don't want to put out stuff that people don't want to watch. But if I do take the time and record and teach and do all that stuff, then I want people to come and watch it. So we're going to be going more or less on the honor system. Like, I'm going to hope you guys are going to be adult enough adult enough to come, and once you sub to my channel, then watch the content. It's kind of like this unwritten contract that we would have together. You sub to my channel, and in return, I have agreed to put out content. And in return, all you have to do is watch the content. That's all you got to do. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything to watch the content that I put out. But that's all that's asked. It's a pretty simple little give and take. You guys subscribe, and what you guys do by subscribing is you promise to watch my channel, and in return, I promise to put out videos, more videos, and more videos, and more videos. So, as the couple of things that I won't change about my channel is we are a family-friendly channel here. We don't curse, we don't swear. I have done that in the past and got caught with it. But, we don't talk politics here. All are welcome. I don't care what side of the fence you fall on politics-wise. All are welcome. And we all have our own opinions, but we keep them to ourselves. This is YouTube. This is not the place for that. This is a place for you guys to seriously come and hang out with Fury and listen to me talk farming and talk about my day and talk about things that happen in real life. And then just enjoy. And you don't have to worry about your kids coming and watching something that's not healthy. I've always been that way, and you guys know that. Anybody who's been a member of my channel for any length of time knows how that works. So, enough of that, and a little bit about myself. For those of you who are new and have just recently subbed to my channel, I am a 3rd-generation real-life farmer. I have a real-life farm in real life that we have 125 Holsteins on right now, and I get up every morning at 4:30 to milk them, and then every day at 6:30 at night. We milk them twice a day. We are constantly doing stuff in real life farming. I did purchase a GoPro, so I will be, hopefully, if everything goes right, we'll be posting videos on that, on some real life farming stuff, kind of like PA Plowboy does. There'll be more or less under the shorts situation, so I don't have to run a battery all the time, because I'm going to leave my long videos to my PC. So, but everything's got a plan, and for those of you who believe in higher power like I do, everything's got a plan and a reason. So let's put this into neutral and get out and get our gate done. There we go, guys. We mowed finished our second field. We got, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to this field right here, back at the farm, and we're going to mow this bad boy up. And then if we have time, we'll mow the one across the field, across the road over there. And that's it. So we got 2 fields done already in the first episode. We are, last I knew, we were an hour. Well, we're an hour and 34 minutes into this series already, because you guys know I put hour videos out. I'll try not to sprint as much as I used to. I mean, you get caught up into just going 900 miles an hour, with your series. and everything. So we got to fold this up because we're going to be driving down the road now. And we're going to put our, we have to shut our gate. So let's get this here so we can get out of this field, shut the gate. And then we'll go back over to the main farm. Simulation of the Nation did a wonderful job on this map. Wonderful. It is absolutely, it feels so realistic. It feels right. Just the attention to detail, just great. And these tractors look nice. The lighting on this map, I picked the specific lighting. I have the relight mod on, and I picked this map and I relit it and did it so it looks good. But here we go, guys. That's what a field looks like when it's mowed with the SIP mower. These are the Novadisc 350s. They literally have a bar that goes across with mowers on each one of them. It's kind of really simple. Pretty cool. 0.97 acres. That's all that was. That field. All right, we're out of neutral. This time we're gonna get ourselves into about, let's get up to third. We'll go 10 miles an hour going towards home, and then when we get onto the main road, we'll shift up one more gear. But little things like this is what I'm used to. Little things like I'm used to a lot smaller maps and a lot smaller details and a lot. I've always enjoyed the UK maps. I don't know why, but I've just always enjoyed them because the detail is there. Like, you get into the bigger maps. I've played the big maps. I do enjoy it. But what I've missed more than anything about the UK maps is I have traffic off anyways. So now we're going to get up and get some speed. We haven't gone this fast in a while, guys. There we go. We do have an extra gear, but we'll stay at about 15. See, down in the bottom underneath the speedometer, it shows you what gear I'm in and how much fuel I'm using. I'm using 5.8 gallons. I have it set up per hour. So that's what I like about it. Go. But it feels dark through here, which is nice. That's the way it should be. I don't know why I shifted down. Because our speed is coming, our turn is coming up here. There we go. Alright, so since we're on a windy road, let's get down one more gear. And we can just go our normal little tiny speed. We'll get back on the main farm. This field here is wilted of soybeans, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to plow it under. And because we're a no-till farm, we are going to cultivate it under. See how it's a little tiny field? It's great. Yeah, let's get set up over here. Let me get back up to the farm. I gotta walk the field first. There we go. I gotta see where we're gonna actually not do that one first. We're gonna come over and do the one across the road first. But it's just a really super relaxing, like chilled, farming, teaching, whole 9 yards of it. So I do believe I have to figure out how to get into our field, which I think is over here. Even though I gave you guys a tour, we have 12 cows and we have 12 sheep. We did that on purpose. Yep, I think I go through here to get to our outside field. Maybe. Let me get this in neutral. Let me find out where our entrance to our field is, because I haven't come over here. It might be down this way. Yep, it's right here. So we'll go ahead and open this. Oh, backside again. This is when we're going to mow. Now, this is not an actual field, but we're going to come down here and we're going to mow around. And as a farmer, you always will walk the field, at least the perimeter of the field, before you mow it, just to make sure there's no big rocks, to make sure there's things like that without in your way. Yep, we're going to mow all the way around. I still don't know where the pallets to the, I'm hoping it's right here, the pallets to the sheep go. Then again, I don't know if we have any wool yet. Actually, let's see here. No, we don't have any wool yet. So, and, oh, also, you see how it says, right, let me see if I can bring it up again. Oh, right underneath where it says, owned by me, right? The ground is perfectly dry. That's why we can mow right now. So, because that's the rain pain mod. You go by, you have to wait for your grass to dry out before you can mow it. You have to wait for a crop to dry out. I'll show you really quick over here. Maybe we can find a low spot to get over that hedge. And I think it's right here. I think we can get through here. But if you look at this field here, it'll come up. The ground is perfectly dry. So if it rains at all, if it mists at all at night, you'll start the day off with, it'll say your ground is wet or your ground is semi-wet, or if it rains, it'll say it's soggy. It's pretty cool. It's pretty in-depth mod, actually. It's really, really cool. And it forces you to make sure your grass is dry. This is what happens when you go. And then you sprint like this. We're not going to sprint. We're just going to kind of run so we're not wasting too much time. Even though we've been going 40 minutes. You believe 40 minutes already? That is insane. So originally I was going to make this our house over here, but it didn't really have too much to offer as far as anything like a garage or anything. At least the one that we picked over there has a garage where we can park a few of our tractors. But I do like, this is what I'm talking about, the little details like gardens and stuff that are growing. It's pretty cool. We may put some sort of shed here for more equipment, because as we expand our sheds, we might move it out across like into the grass here, just so that we can put our equipment that we have. Because right now, I'll show you, right now we have all the equipment parked in like the silage pit and stuff like that, because this is a really small yard. We have some, because here's what I did. Out of our tractor, we had our tractors in here last time. This is going to be our bale storage now. We're going to put our bale storage in here. Okay? We're going to stack all our bales in there. And then I had, this is our workshop. So, remember when I talked about the, let me get away from that thing, it's loud. Remember how I talked about the realistic damage mod? Well, I have that. Well, what you have to do is you have to come and you have to use this little thing here, which is a pallet. It is liftable. You can use a pallet, and you bring your tractor, and you have to fix it now. During the inspection phase, the tractor is non-usable. When we get ready, at the end of the month, we will repair all our tractors and do it that way. But you have to bring it to this thing or bring this thing to your tractor. So, because what will happen is the more faults that you get on a tractor, sometimes it won't start. Sometimes it'll start hard. It's a really, really, really epic mod. As you can see down in the corner, the Ford 6810 has 95% right now. So it kind of goes. This also opens here into our big section we were just at, where we talked about putting a shed, which we can go through there. But then, so that's why I want to put kind of a shed here. Kind of neat firewood type things. This is apparently big in the UK, where apparently they have these little things where you can stack firewood, and either people can buy them or they use them. I don't know. If I was in the United States, I would assume that's something where people can just put money in and take firewood, which is kind of cool. We're not doing any logging on this map, so let's go down around and get this going here. So now we have to put the controller down and back up a little bit. Whoops. Yep, there we go. But anytime, anybody who's ever been a real life farmer, anybody who's ever driven a yard before, you don't go barreling hind end around the yard. You don't. You're going 3 to 5 miles an hour tops. You're kind of getting out of the yard slow. I think the biggest thing that Farm Sim does wrong is it allows people, which is, I mean, and this is just, like I said, this is just my opinion. It absolutely holds no weight whatsoever in the real world. So, but, there we go. In my opinion, that's the problem that with Farm Sim is they allow people to farm at 40 miles an hour. Now, as much as that's a problem, that's also a great thing too, because it allows people to play any way they want. So, I've been there. I've mowed it. I mean, I think for me the cutoff has always been like, I think I've mowed it 25 miles an hour once when I was on Oceanside Forest, when I had such a massive, big, huge field to get done. All right, so now we're going to leave that gate open because we're going to miss it, because that pole is right in the way. So we're going to get this here, and we're going to pull our little string. Whoops. Get that down. Drop it all the way down. Let the RPMs come up. You'll hear them. Hear them kicking up and down? That's super good. Super realistic. There, full RPMs, and let's go. See, now the gear itself, I don't have to adjust the speed of the implement. I can mow at the speed that I want to mow at, because this is what you would do. Put it in gear and go. Wow, 45 minutes into this episode already is absolutely crazy. Now, what we do, and like I said when episode 1, is just because we do it this way doesn't necessarily mean that every farmer on the planet does it. That's always a disclaimer. Some real-life farmers will come and they'll turn their tractors around and mow this outside. We don't. And the only reason we don't is because it gives us a place to drive. When we're baling and we're tedding and we're thinking, we can come right and drive right on the edge of that on the field without having to go into the uncut grass. Same thing with the fields that are harvested. We leave probably a 3 to 5 meter section on the end so that it gives us something to drive. The edge of the field gets massive compaction anyways, but for the most part it might get one tire length in, but we leave quite a bit of space. I mean, as you can see how much I'm leaving by mowing. I'm gonna have to cut that here because I don't know if I can mow underneath there. So now this is a little bit bigger of a field. Yeah, let's go around this and see if we can get some. I could have mowed in there, which I might do once we go around this and I realize that I can get through there. It's a good sized field. I bet you this was probably about 6-8 acres if I was guessing. But thank you guys for sticking with me and letting me go through a lot of my growing pains. This last December I started my 4th year on YouTube, 3rd year making videos, and 4th year in the Farm Sim community. So I was a full-time modder before that. I have had several mods on the in-game mod hub, so that's pretty cool. But I kind of wanted to play Farm Sim. I woke up one day and we're going to be mowing the cow pasture, which is kind of cool. Let's have to watch for running cows. See how big it is? This thing is huge. So this may take us a couple episodes to finish mowing this, which is cool. But like I said, now you see how we leave that right there? That gives me a chance to drive on the edge of the field without having to get involved with the grass. Some farmers, like my neighbor farmer, which is down the road, he'll actually come and he'll cut it because it is product and it does feed the animals. But we try to think ahead a little bit. Also like the fact of is that even mowing that? Quite the little dip. This is the first time being in this field to mow. We were in it to run around and stuff, but now what we're going to do to be realistic is we normally, if we were to have sheep, now sheep I live in New York State, they're not very prevalent. I mean, people do have sheep, but not like they do in the UK. But I have a bunch of friends that are sheep farmers in the UK, and they have told me that, now we're going to go around this. We're not going to try to worry about mowing there. They don't mow their sheep pastures much because the sheep just eat it right down to nothing. So, yep. Now, there was a mod that I thought about getting that allows you to, like, beep, use your horn, and the animals move. Because that would be super awesome. Man, look at how nice and smooth the steering wheel works. And I've got my, because I'm in one low, I've got my steering or my pedal pegged right to the floor. Ooh, crash counter. I will get better at that. Let's take that a little wider. There. All right. We'll stay to the outside of these poles. Let's go. About 9 minutes left, guys. Let's see how much grass we can get mowed and what we can talk about. I'm really excited about this series. I'm really excited about bringing you guys another series. But remember, no matter what series or what map we're on going forward, if we're on a logging map or we're on a regular farming map or create your own map, we're definitely going to do all farming going forward realistically, and I will do everything in cab going forward, but I won't necessarily log realistically because I'm not a realistic like Axeman logger. I don't know how they do it in real life, so I still will probably always use my auto load, or I may just use the brucks to clear trees, especially if you guys vote enough on the 16X. I mean, I flew around it today, and it is absolutely massive. I had my airspeed cranked up to, good. This mower's done. See, when you mow the right speed, guys, you know how, let me show you this real quick. Hear the mower whining? It's awesome. You know, like when you guys go around the corner, a lot of times you miss. That's your speed. Everybody mows at like 13, 14 miles an hour. Well, the mowers can't keep up. But if you look at when I mowed it at 6 miles an hour, we didn't miss anything going around the corner. It's pretty cool. I've noticed that for a long time, and I've told everybody that I can manage to tell, but everybody doesn't listen. They just kind of miss it anyways. Now, can you mow at 12 or 13? That's what people have asked me. They say, Fury, they see me driving. I see you driving around at 6 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour mowing. Can you do it? Yes. With triple mowers, big M's, big M 450s, big M 550 or 500s, triple mowers, butterfly mowers, any of those, yes. They go about between 11 and 15 miles an hour. And you can. The guy just set the world record actually mowing over 100 acres in one day using triple mowers. Nice. Good job, Fury. So those can. So the farm sim is correct. Those mowers. But these little sip mowers don't go that fast. We mow between 5 and 6 miles an hour. That's it. Because they can't keep up. There's only one mower. Now, a triple mower will have a mower in the front. If you hook them together like ours, you guys have seen me. We hook our triple mowers on the back of our thing, and it has one in the front and then two in the back, and it kind of cuts down. It's only mowing half the grass. So, to answer those questions, because I've had those questions myself. Well, I see you doing this, but can you do this? Yes. Now, as far as harvesting, as far as plowing, as far as those goes, you can only go as fast as the tractor. Can people out there go fast farming when they're cultivating? Yes, they can. I've seen it done. All right, guys, what are you coming down here for? Are you seeing what's going on? Yep, stay away from the mower. Let's see if he does it too. No, he just ran right through the mower. But you know, you see videos all the time about people fast farming, but are they legitimately farming, or are they just trying to get stuff done? Now listen, don't get me wrong, guys and gals and anybody else who's watching this. I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm trying to say. When you choose to play by going fast, that's not wrong. I just want people to know that however you decide to play Farm Sim is on you. But if you're watching my channel, for the most part, you are interested, if not at all, at the very least interested in what I'm trying to teach, and interested about realistic speeds and stuff. But if you choose to watch and then play any way you want, I don't fault people for that. I really don't. And there's no right way or wrong way anyways, guys. So please, I mean, I want to put that out there to have you guys understand that if you choose to play Farm Sim mowing at 50 miles an hour, that's on you. I mean, that's completely, I don't mean on you, that's completely your way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're here to watch that stuff on my channel, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Even when I wasn't playing realistic, I was playing realistic-ish, I still wasn't mowing at 20, 25, 30 miles an hour. I still wasn't doing it. I was still mowing within reason. You know, I was going game speeds, which is, you know, still somewhat realistic. Now, let's see if we can slow this down and cut this corner here and still get it. Yes. Who the man? Who the man? Meep, meep. Meep, meep. Okay. I might have to get that in here. Yep, stay away. Let's hear, these guys are getting annoying. Just chill. Well, then again, I am mowing where they're there. See? They did pick their head up. Isn't that neat? We're going to call him No Legs McGee. I can't wait too much more, guys. All right, so we'll have to do that for this. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, guys. Just if you choose to play any way you want to play, that's absolutely up to you. I still love you. You know that. We're going to go about 30 seconds more, then I'm going to start saying my goodbyes, so we have lots of time, so I don't feel like I'm rushed. Make sure I made that corner. Perfect. We'll do one more pass around the outside, or I can't say it one more time this episode because it's in the trivia. So one more pass around, and we have random people just walking through our yard, so I gotta definitely get that turn pedestrians off, because I don't want to foot travel through my sheep pasture. I don't want people down here. It's like, I don't know who they are. You know what I mean? If they were out there by my sheep, I'd be losing my mind. Like, who are you? So, all right. So we're at 58 minutes. We got about another minute and 45 seconds. So let's get done. We made it to the end of episode 2, everybody. I will not put out an episode 3 until we reach a certain standard, and you guys are going to know soon enough what it is. But I just have to do that for me. So tell your friends, tell your family that come watch For Your Machine Gaming. If you want to see more content, the more views, the more likes, the more things that we get, the more videos you guys will get. I promised you that. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share the video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And then when this is done, you guys are going to get a good understanding of how farming works, how things go, how things happen. If you ever have any questions, I'm always here. You can get a hold of me on Steam and friend me on Steam under For Your Machine Gaming. You can find me in any one number of different kinds of people's live streams. There we go, and we're gonna shut the tractor down, and we're gonna say our goodbyes the rest of the time. You can find me any number of the people that I mentioned in their streams, in their comments. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask about real farming. Don't hesitate to ask about anything. I will try to address it in the next video, and we will go from there. And just remember, you know, we're all here for each other. We're all in the same boat. We're all on this giant rock together, breathing the same air, doing the same things, working the same jobs. Just come and enjoy yourself on a Fury Machine Gaming video. Don't think about life. Don't think about work. Don't think about anything, but just come and watch farming and just kind of relax. And we're giving this old 6810 a nice little workout, aren't we? She's going to be tired after this episode. So, on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you all, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.